So, Mark, you've been anticipating this day for some time.
Yes.
And getting ready at this moment, how do you feel?
Well, it's a little overwhelming, to be honest with you. I mean, to see that turnout of staff in the community and people I've worked with and volunteers, it's pretty special. It's not that you look for accolades. I mean, I don't do this job because, I want the thank yous or the accolades, but it's pretty nice to have the recognition and to have some fun, and that's me. I mean, at the end of the day, if we had a serious ceremony that didn't have some fun, it wouldn't fit my mode of operation. So no, I feel pretty proud. I've got mixed feelings. Obviously, I'm going to miss the people. I'm going to miss the contributions that they make, and miss the great things we do every day. But it's time. It's time to move on, and a new chapter will be written for me, and we'll see what it is. And my successor coming in, he's got a great organization to lead, and great people, and great community. So, I mean, I think the ingredients are all there for success.
So when you look back, what's your proudest moment?
Oh, that's a tough one. We're probably standing the day we did the official ribbon cutting for this facility. There's so many other examples. That's probably a big moment in terms of achieving a lifelong dream, because that's what I was recruited to come and do, was help to plan and build the new hospital. But that's a big one. But there's a lot of small moments. Speaking to family members and listening to their concerns and helping them, and guiding a patient who's lost their way and helping them get someplace else, and seeing us make advancements on new programs and new services, the MRI, all of the campaigns. But probably the single biggest moment of pride was being here to see. I had my family members there. It was pretty special, and it was something that, let's face it, the community had to hold on for a long ride before that came to fruition. So it was long overdue, in my opinion. So it was great.
And when you look to the future, you talk about a new chapter.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Politics is not it.
No, I mean, my role is very political, and I've done a lot of politics over 30 years from all sides of the equation. And I don't see a political future simply because I'm retiring, and that's a whole new level of commitment. And but you know what? I see the opportunity maybe to take my knowledge and experience that I've gained with 2 amalgamations and planning a new facility and integrating staff and trying to create a new culture, and maybe being able to help somebody down that path. Probably more low key. I've been in sort of front and center and the face of the organization for a long time, and I think it'll probably be, I don't know what it'll be. I honestly don't know.
Like consulting.
Well, when people say consulting unfortunately has got a bit of a bad name recently with some of the scandals that have occurred. So I don't know whether consulting is the right term. Maybe speaking, maybe helping to motivate, maybe helping to guide, maybe helping. But you know what? And I can honestly say this. I've heard some great rumors. I apparently have 3 new jobs. I've heard in the last week I apparently have 3 big jobs that I have no idea what they are because I don't have them. The initial plan is my wife and a number of friends were traveling to Italy early in September for about 3 weeks. A vacation we've been planning for a long time. We have a cottage on Lake Talon. A good friend of mine's a contractor. We're going to do a renovation there. I'm going to strap on the belt and become a laborer and work with him, and he's a close friend, so it'll be a lot of fun. And then next winter spend some time in Arizona with some other friends. I'm sure the phone will ring, and I'll listen. I'll see what it is and what I might be willing to do. But people, I guess I surprise people when I tell them I am 60. I turned 60 this March, and it is not a bad time to say retirement is a good thing to do.
When you look back on that, and you've worked with so many people, and you do praise them for assisting you through this, but are there some that just stand out that pushed you in your career or helped you,
Well,
reach this?
It's always risky when you name people because then you miss people. But I ran into Sister Margaret Smith in the hallway today. She was in having some tests done, and she was the CEO of St. Joseph's General Hospital, many will recall, many years ago when I was hired at North Bay Civic. And she was an inspiration in many ways. Still talks to me every now and then, calls me. But I don't want to single. She's a very unique person. But there's so many, and I work with a great administrative team. I work with great volunteers, great board members, people who give of their time for nothing. They don't get paid. We might give them a sandwich and a place to park. That's about it. And they give their time voluntarily. Every day there's moments of excellence that happen in the building every single day. So it's hard to single any one out. My father was involved in hospital administration during the Second World War in Trenton, based Trenton. He didn't go overseas. So, I mean, he inspired me in many ways, and his whole approach to life was an inspiration, with humility and laughter and fun, and not taking it too seriously, because it is a serious business. So, but no, I wouldn't say there's any. I've just been blessed being surrounded by great people, and any leader that tries to tell you that they've done it all on their own isn't being honest. You can't possibly do it without having a great team around.
What's your last message as you exit?
Oh, best wishes for success in the future. I think the organization has a great potential to be probably, if it isn't already, one of the best organizations. I think it truly can be world class. I think we can be an example of how to integrate cultures and bring organizations together and really soar. And I wish them, because this is my hospital, this is my community, and I wish them nothing but success.